The game is really beginning. So let's go ahead. The good thing about blockchain and Polygon scan is that everything is decentralized. All the information, it's just filled with aggregators and different products and companies just providing information. So it's free information. It's available for everybody. So what we say here, the Polygon scan never lies. So I encourage everybody to go and have a look at Polygon scan, dap.com, dap-radar. It's just an ocean filled of different sites with free information, decentralized, and nobody can change the numbers in their favor or something. It's just everything is open source, which is so transparent, and it's really in line with our values of our company. We can see we released our staking 1.5 months ago. It's been incredible, the response and the commitment from the community. To this date, we have approximately 35% of all the tokens available staked. It's just incredible. If we compare to Axie Infinity, they've been in operation for 4 years and been building trust and commitment from their community. They have around 32%. So of course, it's more tokens, more value, but I still think it's a good indicator that this community shows really high commitment, and it's really fun to see. So keep it up, everybody. We are doing our best to grow this company and project. The future is looking really bright. We are basically coming out of stealth now. We have been building this project for 5-6 months on chain, and nobody knows who we are. We just announced our partnership with Polygon, official partnerships with Polygon Studios. When I met them in Dubai 1.5 months ago, I met the co-founders, Sandeep among one. They have no idea who we are, because we're not doing it the traditional way. We're basically entering through a stealth launch and then bam, on the blockchain and topping all the lists. And people are amazed by what we're doing and how we're doing it. So what's happening now is that we're really ramping up the marketing. We have paid advertisements, influencers, a lot of interesting partnerships happening. So it's just starting now. Just to give you a quick overview of our 2022 roadmap, not to bore you with any details or go too much in depth, but there's a lot of things happening. We're introducing 7 or 8 new concepts in the game. That's new InGame Corporations, different features and functions, building this Metaverse inside the Metaverse in a way. We will call it the Miniverse. And first out is the territory NFTs, the Net Empire we're calling them. So that's what's being live today. What's good to know with the territories is that the territories is the first productive asset in the game. So if you bought your pigs, that's a level 1 asset in the game, as we used to call them. The territories, the landmark shares, and the IXT token, they are all level 2 assets in the game. And what I mean with level 2 assets is that they are productive assets, which means that they work for you. Because you can stake your territories, you can stake your landmark shares, you can stake your IXTs, so you can bear yield. So you get revenue every month, you get tokens from our allocation to to your NFTs. That's not possible with pics. So pics is only the first step. So if you bought a lot of pics and you still haven't traded them, this image could potentially illustrate an unfortunate event, if we put it like that. Because if someone else is building their territories and they surround your pigs, then, I mean, if you end up having one of these pigs, nobody's going to buy those pigs. We're going to have 1.6 billion pigs in the game, so it's a lot of pigs. Please don't. One advice I have for you, make sure that nobody else is building territories around your pigs. So now it's time. Now this is starting happening. It haven't happened before, because that's how the game is evolving. So that's just one piece of advice I have for everybody. Keep track of who's building around your pigs, and sell in right time, and gain level 2 assets in the game, the productive assets. So this is the InGame Corporations. We will tell you everything you need to know when it's time, both on Discord. We will be having tutorials, so I'm not going to go in depth. I just want to show you briefly that there's a lot of things happening in the Planet IX Metaverse. Same with the Miniverse. We will introduce this end of June, maybe July. It's going to be awesome. It's like an overview of all your assets. You will gain NFTs through this gameplay. So yeah, basically we have a lot of things happening in the Planet IX at the moment. If you bought a drone from us, you are now a proud owner of a meta share. So you are a shareholder of YSpace, which is our InGame Corporation. And we did this without anybody knowing it. So we sold 200,000 drones. So every drone represents one share. And what I mean with that is that we will sell more things through YSpace. And new players will enter the game, and there will be trades happening through YSpace and Net Empire, and all the revenue from YSpace will go back to the drone holders. So it's an entire new concept where, again, Planet IX doesn't take any revenues, so it's only community driven revenue. And you will be able to upgrade your drones. It's coming now very soon as well. So all the assets in the game will be on chain. Raffle tickets, drones, waste, everything will happen on chain, and then it will be tradable on the markets, on OpenSea, and such. So it's very easy sometimes to compare to the big players, right? We have Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie, and I mean they are 1, 2, 3, 4 years into their growth since they started. So I created this graph here just to illustrate the fact that if we look at 9 months in, where Planet IX is at the moment with 157,000 registered wallets compared to Decentraland and Axie. Of course, Axie was 4 years ago, the market was different, but I still think it's a fun graph to show. Same with the stake tokens. It took 1 week, and then we had a value of $20 million staked in our staking contract. And I mean, it's really high numbers. So that's why we're also topping the list at that radar. And finally, this graph here illustrates the trend we're heading. If you go to daily traded picks, since we released, it was a bit slow in the beginning, but I mean everything is pointing in one direction at the moment, and it's really cool to see the engagement from this community. So yeah, I've been touching it briefly. For the future, we're going all in now. We're listing our central exchanges. Through Polygon, we're in contact with all the big central exchanges. It's gonna happen now in May and June. We have a lot of partnerships, paid advertisements, influencers, and a lot of collaboration within the industry. So that's what we call outbound marketing. Inbound is through the network and all our current users, which is incredible. So now we're really taking it to the next level. And with that, I would like to show you a movie that we did, like a launch movie from now going outside the network. So here it comes.
This must be it. Radiation levels are off the charts. Signs of life. Civilized nations. This does not reflect our future. Regenerate.
So yeah, this is the way we will be shown to the crypto and gaming community. We will release this movie next week, hopefully. So yeah, that was a quick update from us where we're at the moment. I think we have a time. I set aside at least 30 minutes for this. So I mean, I'd be happy to answer some questions. I don't know which format you usually do this, but what do you think about that?
All right. First of all,